Hey guys peeps, and welcome back to Snail TV. Today I've got the right t-shirt on to be working on the 2J, and yeah, so we're a little bit on the Supra, just getting a few things buttoned up just so then we can just get rid of a few pieces laying around on the floor and just everywhere, just so then yeah, we got some space cleared up inside the workshop. So yeah, we are on the 2J Supra and we are just buttoning up a few things underneath. It's all pretty clean. Everything all looks pretty good, so I've just taken a couple of the old heat shields and whatnot. I don't personally run that sort of stuff. We'll make up stuff up later on. So got the towel shaft in quickly. That was just laying on the floor. I just really need to get that in at the way. And as I did say, that we just had everything loose just to put it up on the hoist, and we can just get things done and actually start doing the engine mounts up and whatnot as well. So still need the engine mounts, we need to actually go down on for that, but at the moment we are just buttoning up a couple of things underneath. So everything's all painted, guys, so it actually looks half decent. A couple of scratches of when it come in, but that's fine though. That's all, I'm all happy with that. Put a new fuel filter. We'll end up putting a Raceworks fuel filter there in place, just so then it's out of the way. I'll probably put that bracket back on, so then we've got something to clamp to. Just get that in at the moment, and then we can actually run the fuel up to there. So real happy with everything so far. Everything looking really clean, and no oil. You know my builds, guys, I don't like oil and stuff like that. So as I said, that's why I don't want to be a mechanic. So but everything all looks really nice so far. You can see the block from there, everything's all nice and shiny and painted. Couple little runs on the bottom there, but I won't say that. All right, so anyway, everything else is all good, and the idea I had is I've got these coolers. One's going to be for transmission, guys. I actually did tell you it's the wrong thing. One's going to be a transmission, one's going to be a power steering. All right. Now I did think about having it underneath here for the transmission. Good idea. It was going to be a good idea. So I was just going to have it mounted literally like that with the fan underneath, and that's all well and good, but I still probably can. It's just that the exhaust, alright, so still going to work out. Exhaust goes past there and whatnot. I really just want the lines for the transmission to be as small as possible, and when you're looking under here, it doesn't go any lower or anything like that, and everything's all really nice. But I don't know, what do you guys think? I do like the idea of it, but I just don't want it to be in a way of a 4-inch exhaust. So yeah, that's my dilemma at the moment, unfortunately. So but anyway, we've got a few things all buttoned up. I'm really happy with that. We can drop it down now, and we'll tackle our top there as well, get all the bits and pieces all done. Stop. This is what I've come up with, eh? So the cooler like this, all right, and what I've done is I'm thinking about just mounting it at the front. Literally drilled a couple of holes, and I think that there looks absolute schmick. I've already drilled the holes on the side there to equivalent for it, and go for it. This is the sway bar, so I've got to mount something that can obviously move and go along with it, because it does move up and down. That should be fine, I reckon. And I can always we can always just make sure later on how much it actually moves, but that's fine. If it moves too much, we'll mount a bracket off of those front ones mount as well. So that's what we're up to. But on those two fittings on the front there, right here, they're too big, and we need some -6s welded on there instead. So let's fire up the welder. This one is our new welder that I've got for this place. This thing's an absolute beaut. Water cooled and all the bee's knees. All right, so let's fire this big baby up, and let's weld these fittings on. Stop. Alright guys, so next step is the filler neck itself. We got to do a dash fitting on the filler neck. I've got all dash 16 fittings. That's all I run on most of my builds, and they all work really, really nice. So this is for the top piece. I didn't do this yet because everything else was getting mounted. So I didn't exactly know where this would. I'll get this tacked on. I'll show you back over on the car. Alright guys, so we've done a little bit more on the Supra this morning. Just got a couple more little bits and pieces and buttoned up a few things as well. Take a look at it. Alright. Alright, so we've got injectors in at the moment. They're all done, fuel rails done, positioned. We got the fuel reg with the gauge on the front just so we can see it. Alright, I've got a really good idea of mounting all the sensors up, but I'll show you that later on when we get that up. But you see everything's nice and close, and everything's fitting really, really nicely. Alright, so this throttle body will not be on there. Alright, so as you can see, it doesn't work at all, but we will not be running that throttle body. And this is the new part that we literally just made for that water neck. So you can just see why I did this last, because I didn't know exactly how this was going to go. So with that in there, that's just going to come out nicely like that. Alright, I'll quickly just button it up and we'll have a look. Alright, so you can see how nice that looks coming out. Will be painted black, guys, once it's done. Okay, come up real nice, and that should be going nice right and where the radiator is. So we'll have the filler neck coming out and just going straight to it. So the bottom one around here, you can see it coming down just behind the alternator. All right, so they'll just have a dash 16 fitting coming around, and same thing onto the bottom one instead though. But I think that looks really, really neat. It actually does look neater than the because this is the non-turbo well, head, as you'd call it. The water jacket is normally, the water is on the other side and it actually flows around, but this one here just flows nice and straight for there. So I like these ones better, and I think they look a lot nicer just going straight to it. All right, so we've done quite a bit, guys. We still need to plumb up wastegate. That's later on. All the plumbing needs to get done, but doing that later. Probably one of the biggest things at the moment now is for this front of the turbocharger. It's a bit of a kick. It's got like, it's going to 90 degree real hard. It's not a problem I can definitely manage, but it's just, yeah, something that we have to do, that's all. So I'll just quickly pop it on there and I'll show you. Alright, so there we go. As you can see, it's going to kick out pretty hard there. We're going to 90 it. Alright, and I don't want to come on the rail at all. I want to come before it, okay? And then we want to, yeah, come down underneath and around here. So I don't want to go into these rails. Same as this side, I really don't want to go into the rail. I want to try to kick it down there. Somehow fit a 4-inch pipe down there somewhere. So relocate a couple of these things or something like that. We'll see what we can do, but we might be able to do it. We might be able to do it. So all it depends on here of what happens with the new throttle body. I'm going to have to make an adapter plate for the new throttle body, and then we can, like, you know, just twist it, angle it a little bit, so then we can come a little bit straighter and just 90 it straight down. So alright guys, so far so good. We are waiting still on a few parts to come and whatnot. I can get the turbo done now, a couple other things and whatnot. Oh, and also, so power steering collar, you can see the fittings just down there. Alright, so you can just see the dash 6s ever so slightly. That's really nice and neat. You don't even see it in the way. And underneath the car, All right. Don't worry about the condenser, it's a little bit out at the moment because of stuff, but yeah, you can see it underneath there. It's nice and not even, you know, doesn't even protrude, so real happy with that. All right, so yeah. All right guys, I'm just gonna leave it at that one. I just want to keep you little updates just coming and going. I've just got jobs to do back and forth and a couple other things here and there to do, so I'll keep it at that. Next we've got to also mount underneath for the transcooler. So transcooler's next, and also button up the turbo. So we've just got to weld on a 3.5 inch pipe or a 3 inch pipe, whatever we can get on there nicely. And yeah, get it to go to the cooler. So a couple other things we're waiting on first, because I really need we need the radiator in there and the stuff like that to get the cooler on. But things are ticking on, guys. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Fuel system, we end up with some 2200s in there, and also the fuel reg's on there nicely. That's the Turbo Smart fuel reg. Yeah, everything else is looking really, really nice. I'm really, really impressed with it so far. So let me know what you guys think, of course. I just need a couple other little bits and pieces, and yeah, things are looking really nice. So we're getting there. So still waiting on a couple of things from Golby's to come. Then also just yeah, got a couple other. We need a new drive belt on this one, and also because this one here was absolutely, it's a bit goners. We got the new timing belt kit for it. We're going to do that. These are only just loose, guys, because they're just sitting there at the moment. So timing belt goes first, and then the case, we need the new cover on there, because the cover is going to be covering the bottom of the timing belt. And then yeah, paint that and paint that. Once we get them painted, then things are going to look good. I'm really impressed with it so far. It looks really, really nice. Alright guys, again, thanks very much for watching the videos. Thanks for liking, subscribing, all that stuff. Share it to your friends. 2Js, everyone's coming on the 2J side at the moment. Heaps of people are messaging me at the moment, asking, yeah, I do work on 2Js and whatnot. But it's all for this, guys. This is where it all started, the 2J love. All right, and yeah, it always just goes on from there. So all right, I'll leave it at that. Thanks very much. I'll speak to you guys soon. I'll get another video in the next couple of days for you. I got work to do. I'll see you guys soon. See you, peeps.